Hi Pisces, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Pisces, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings, so not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. And I also advise that you use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week, you've got the Justice card, right? So in a lot of ways this week you're going to be putting your name to something, and I kind of get the feeling that you've got to be sure, right? Whatever it is that you're putting your name to, that you're standing by, that you are endorsing in some way, shape or form, because that's what a signature is, right? When you sign something, when you agree to something or you commit to it, you're saying, I agree with this or I agree to this. And so whatever you're endorsing this week, and it looks like there will be something, you just need to make sure that you are in 100%. You can't be wishy-washy this week, right? You're either in or you're out. It doesn't matter which one it is, but it does matter that you are one or the other. You can't be both, and you can't sit on the fence, all right? Your foundation for the spread is the Lovers card. This is literally, I mean, for some of you, this is marriage, this is relationship, this is getting into a new relationship or into a new partnership. The Lovers card suggests, yes, options, absolutely, but it's got the Justice card there. And so this is you committing to a specific relationship. For some of you, it might be a business relationship, it's possible. But for those of you that are single, it looks like you are finally crossing over with someone, or as they say in Eat, Love, Pray, attraversiamo, like let's cross over, let's go there, right? So very, very interesting. All right, for those of you that are continued subbies, you know Rafi loves you. And for those of you that are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share. And if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button, right? For your actions and options this week, you have the 10 of Wands. So the fact that you've got this as well as that Justice card, in a lot of ways, this is you seeing something complete. So whatever you're signing, whatever you are moving ahead with, it's something that you've already worked very hard on. This is where you are, like, you will be able to achieve or attain something on that physical level. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're seeing something completed. Finally. The other thing with this 10 of Wands as well, for some of you, this could be you looking at your future and asking yourself, what do I need to do now to liberate or free myself from whatever? For some of you, you might be looking to get out of a commitment of some sort, right? So very, very interesting. For your communications and conversations, you have the 7 of Wands. This coupled with the Judgment card, Justice card even, that can literally be a legal dispute. Now with the 10 of Wands there as well, I'm almost tempted to say that this is going to happen maybe around you and someone's going to try to draw you into it. Let's say a colleague at work decides to go up against the boss, and then it all takes like a legal turn, and somebody comes to you and says, you know, I need you to be a witness, and you're like, I'm not entirely sure I'm into that idea. Do you know what I mean? For any number of reasons, but this can be some challenging conversations this week, and ones that I feel like you're brought into rather than stem from you. It's kind of like that, you know, when someone's like, yeah, and they think so too. And it's like, well, I didn't say anything. I've just been standing here minding my own business. This could be that. But it could just as easily be a personal situation where you are choosing to stand your ground, and it may take a legal turn in some way. I'm not a legal professional, I can't give you legal advice, but whatever you are doing this week when it comes to work or the profession or a business idea, make sure your contracts are airtight and everybody is fully aware of where they stand. The reason I say this is because you might not necessarily, what you don't see as such a big deal, somebody else might really take to heart. And it's important that you are aware that that is the case so that you don't get into trouble later. For those of you that do work for somebody else, that's very much the situation. For those of you that work for yourselves, business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, etc., this could be a disgruntled employee. This could be somebody that is looking at you with an envious eye, like, why did you get that contract? I worked just as hard as you. And that could also cross over to those of you that work for somebody else as well. You might find that someone is looking in with an envious eye and might try to sabotage you. So just be careful this week, because the trouble might come from a very unexpected source. And for those of you that are retired or no longer working, this kind of feels like it's happened. There's a lot going on. The last 3 signs of the zodiac this week all seem to have a lot going on in their specific environments. And I wonder what, for that reason, I really wonder what is going on astrologically. I might have to check in with a friend and see, what's going on for them. But it does look like your environment is really going to maybe cause some challenges. So just think, keep that in mind. For your love and relationships, you've got the 9 of Pentacles underneath the 10 of Wands. Those of you that are married, partnered, or in relationships, if you are so inclined and prepared to work on said relationship, progress can be made this week. It's going to be painstaking. It might get ugly at some point, but progress can be made. For those of you that are in the process of a divorce or separation, this can be a turning point where things actually get easier for you, which I think is really nice. For those of you that are single, this week you may find that somebody expresses an interest in you and you don't really know what to do with it because you've just got a lot of other stuff going on. And there's a sense here that you kind of get what they're saying, but you need to hear the words. And I don't know why, but I get the sense that maybe around this person you're a little bit off-footed, like you don't feel like your usual collected self, which is, it's cute. It's really endearing, actually. The other thing is, this is very likely to be somebody that you've met through your work, somebody that you interact with in that way. And so you're like, oh, do we want to cross this line? Do we want to attraversiamo? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and this could be great. Now, it is the 9 of Pentacles, which suggests that the connection between you guys truly has potential. And for a select few of you that have been in long-term relationships that are ready to evolve the relationship, this could literally be you, getting engaged or saying, now that, we've been engaged for this long, let's take the plunge and finally get married. It's a really nice card for love. And then for your money and materials, you've got the Lovers card. So there's definitely something happening in a partnership, a relationship. For some of you, this could literally be an ex that returns, that demands to have you back. That, without me, your life is never gonna, all the usual crap. What you do with it is completely up to you. I mean, to be honest with you, it looks like you're about to tell them to fuck off, which is great. More power, go Pisces. Right? So it's a really mixed bag when it comes to relationships. Some of you, it looks absolutely wonderful. Some of you, it's going to the next level. For some of you, it's like it's ending, but it's ending on a decent note. And for others, it's like, oof, right? Like, it looks like somebody's coming back into the fold this week that you might be, yeah, I don't know, just maybe like you're having to really consider, like, why are you back at this moment in time? It feels weird, it feels karmic, it feels fated, but at the same time, I'm not interested in getting into that shit again. So really, really interesting mix. Now, when it comes to your finances and your resources, when it comes to your money, there is options or new ways of making money this week. It looks like for those of you that work for yourselves, you might either be forced to create a new product, or you might end up creating a new product or service reactionarily, right? So, the demand comes up and you're like, actually, I don't have anything to serve people that ask for this. I need to create something now to make that happen. Very possible. And then for your physical health and vitality, this is your hands, your arms, your even your bronchioles as well, like, and your fingers. So look after yourself this week in those aspects of self, especially because the Seven of Wands for me is very much immune system stuff. So this week you really want to, you know, get out, get fresh air, get some good exercise, get the body moving so that you can activate the cardiovascular system. And then I'm not a doctor, I can't give you medical advice. When it comes to your home and environment, for some of you this could be welcoming someone in. If that's not a possibility, I do believe that this might be a consideration from or over an ex, and it might be that they come to your home and you're like, nah, this isn't happening and I'm not letting you through the door. There is something here that is going to be a challenge, and it looks like you're going to be having a bit of a tiz was about it. So all in all, it doesn't look like a bad week, but I do feel like it's going to be quite interesting. Let me know. I mean, for those of you that new love is coming into the life, it does look like it's wonderful. I just feel like you're a bit like you know, you were sometimes when you meet someone and you feel like a bit of a bumbling idiot around them, and you're like, oh, this is, you know, what happened to my cool, man? You know, like, I don't know, it's like you might find that this week, but like I said, it actually works in your favor. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Take care, and we'll see you soon.